do is we said, okay, we need to find a pediatric chiropractor. We need to find a pediatric chiropractor that can help because it's made such a difference to our whole family. We were all getting adjusted now, and we were starting to see, and it was starting to make those moves to get us to a different place. We were starting to see healthcare and see the world a little bit different. And we found a chiropractor up in Illinois. You might have heard of him. His name was Dr. Tony Ebel. I have the privilege of working at his practice now, but we found him, and he saw Micah, and Micah continued to have the most miraculous healings, the most just amazing things. You know, Micah wasn't supposed to walk until ever, if he did, and now he's 9 years old. He's walking with braces. He's starting to learn how to talk. He's eating on his own. He's doing a lot of amazing, amazing things that wouldn't have been possible had a chiropractor not given me hope. And so when I look back at all of this and where I am in life, I have to thank those people. I have to thank those docs that gave me the hope that there was another answer. There was more to it than what I initially thought. So when Micah was born, my mom made this for us. And this is simply a quote that I have on my desk, and I carry it around because it's my why. It's my why. I still remember the day that I walked into Premier Wellness at the time, and Dr. Tony and Dr. Derek were there, and I said, hey, how long does it take to become a chiropractor? Because what you do is pretty cool. And you know, what I do is all right, but it doesn't have that purpose that I believe I'm called to do. And he said, you know what, it doesn't take long at all. Let's go have drinks. I think we went over to Duke's and had a few drinks, and it's the local eatery by our office, and had a few drinks, and that night I decided to go to chiropractic school. Didn't have it worked out how I was going to do it. Didn't have it worked out how I was going to go with 2 kids. Didn't have it worked out where I was going to live, how I was going to pay for anything. But I decided to sign up for a campus visit here at Palmer. And my view of chiropractic was that. It was pediatrics, it was family wellness, it was, I don't know how this stuff works, but it made my family so much better, so much happier, and so much in control of our life. And we went all for it. We moved here to Palmer, and that's when my life got a little bit turned upside down. So I actually loved going back to school. I know a lot of you probably in the thick of it right now. Gosh, I'm sorry. I know there's boards coming up for some of you, and it's busy and there's tests, but man, when I look at it, I loved it. I got to come back, and I went from a world that was a lot of stress and corporate stress and not a lot of purpose and do your own thing to, okay, I have a purpose. I feel like I belong. I feel like this is what I'm called to do. But slowly and surely throughout the school process, that got sucked a little bit out of me. And I think my hardest point was about 5th or 6th try when I started to hit the NMS classes, orthopedics, x-ray, financial management, all these things that they tell you what can't be done, right? They tell you, hey, you better do these orthopedics on everybody. You're gonna have to see low back pain patients before you have to see kids. You better take an x-ray everybody and not miss anything, right? So immediately, my guard went from, oh my God, chiropractic is the best thing ever that can help so many people, to, oh shit, I'm scared, right? And that was a tough place to be. And so where I was at, probably in 6th or 7th try, was kind of my low point in school, where I wasn't sure if I could really have what I wanted or do what I wanted, because there had to be some catch. Maybe the chiropractors that I went to that saved Micah's life and helped us get to where we're at weren't totally telling me the whole story. Maybe there was this dark closet of what chiropractic really was, and I just didn't know about it. So it took me till about 9th or 10th try to really start to dig in and find this and say, okay, I need to find what I want, because this is my life's purpose. My life's purpose is to take care of kids, just like my son, with that why. That is my purpose and my family's purpose and what we're going to set out to do. And so we went looking. We went looking around the country. Now I wanted to buy my practice. I had a business degree. I was like, let's buy a practice. Let's open a practice. Let's do everything we can. So we went and we visited a practice in Virginia. And, we went there and it was beautiful. Main Street, USA, just an awesome place, great place to raise the family. There were a few red flags though. We went in and they saw maybe 10% kids. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm willing to sacrifice that. I could blow it up, right? I would get there, they'd see my family, I'd market all the families and kids, and I'd grow it. Right? Well, they just practice, just TRT, right? Which TRT is a great technique, by the way. They practice just TRT. Well, I don't know if I want to do that because I don't know if that fits what I want to do and what I've seen and what I feel comfortable doing. But it's okay. We could change down the road, right? Well, they X-ray every patient. Well, I don't know. I kind of want to have more of a wellness-based practice. Not that X-rays are wrong by any means. They're super important. But is this really what I want? And I compromised. And I sat down with two individuals that were going to have me basically rent to own this practice, where I would associate and then I would buy it the next year. And I literally handshook agreement and said, great, this is what I'm going to do. This is our future. We're going to go down there. And guess what happened when I got back to Palmer? Couldn't sleep. Could not sleep. Was worried as heck about the decision I had just made. And for one reason in my mind, because I was nervous that it wasn't my purpose, that I'd be going there and trying to put a square peg in a round hole. Now, what it all really comes down to is this. Now, I told you before, I'm from Arizona, and we're from the Midwest, right? And about this time of year, we're looking at Arizona as the absolute awesomest place to be. Or Florida, right, Jenny? Like, the ultimate place to be, because it's cold here. It's brown here. It's dark here. It just got sunny a little bit. So we all want to go out to Arizona. Well, guess what? In the middle of the summertime, everybody in Arizona wants to come here. So I had a friend that went out to Arizona, and he told me this story. He said, hey, I went out to Arizona, and you're not going to believe this. They have the greenest grass ever. Everyone in their yards have these beautiful, well-manicured grass that's perfectly cut. It looks beautiful. And I was like, so where was this? He's like, it's in everybody's yard, like in their neighborhood, right next to their pool. I was like, you know that's not real grass, right? He's like, no, I swear it was. I swear it was. So I told him the story, and I said, hey, like, I live there. Like, if you walk up to that grass with your feet up, you're going to stand in it, and you're going to say, this isn't grass. This is literally AstroTurf. This is plastic that I'm standing in. But here's the kicker. He says, no, I swear it was grass. You know why? Because the sprinkler system came on. They literally watered it. I know it was real. And I just started laughing. I said, listen, I don't think you understand why they watered it. They watered it, one, because it's too damn hot to walk on. They can't even walk on it. So they water it to keep it cool, and they water it to keep it clean because it never grows. Literally, Arizona, people have grass in their backyard that's not even real, and we look at it like, oh my God, they have it all. And then they look at us back here, and they're like, God, it's green everywhere. This is great. Until you experience the cold, the bugs, the humidity, everything like that, right? So the grass is always a little bit greener on the other side. So my point today, and what really is my point of this first part of my talk, is to find your why, to find what you truly love. Because if I would have sacrificed on that and I would have went to that clinic in Virginia, I would have been fine. But you know what? I probably wouldn't have been here today, and I probably would have been looking for another job or looking for another place where I could have made more impact, because that wasn't necessarily my purpose or my path or what I needed to do. And so today, my talk is about inspiring you to do what you love. We all have this in the back of our mind of what we love, whether it be, I want to see pediatrics. I want to do a sports practice. I want to do a wellness practice. One of my best friends here is in the audience during school, Dr. Camille, who practices up in Wisconsin, and I admire her so much because of what she did. She opened a practice called Early Beginnings. She sees pregnancy, she sees prenatal, and that's what she markets for. Yes, you get the occasional low back pain patient, right? We all do. And we get the neck pain patient, and we help them at the time. But she followed her dreams, and she did exactly what she wanted to do and her why, and she's doing it. And it's really the hard, easy principle. It's hard to do that sometimes. It's hard not to take that patient that wants help, or that person that wants help, and to refer them out to someone who's better. But long term, it's the easy principle. Because you're seeing the people that you love. You're seeing the people that you care for. You're working towards your purpose. And it's so amazing. So if I can encourage you in one thing today, it's truly find out what you love and what you want to do and your why. And do that now. Because it's so much easier than to make a change. I know it's easy sometimes to say, oh, it's okay to fail forward, right? Like, sometimes you've got to get into practice, and you've got to fail, and you've got to do this, and that's okay if that's your path. But I've seen so many of my peers that have started out over the first 2 years, and they're on their third gig now because they're like, man, I wish I would have really went for what I wanted at first. So go for what you want. You'll make an impact there. All right. How's it going so far? Am I good?
Oh,
Am I good? Awesome. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me, guys. So in my practice, I see a lot of pediatrics. I see a lot of special needs. I work with 3 amazing chiropractors. One of them you've probably heard of. He's been here, Dr. Tony Ebel. He is really my mentor. He started the practice. We all work together. We're a team that care for families. We probably see about 70% families. We don't take insurance. We're cash-based. We're heavy wellness. 70 to 80% of our practice is wellness. And that's what I love doing. That's what I love doing. But so many people ask me, and this is what I want to spend just my last 15, 20 minutes on, is they want to know how I come out of school and being in it 2 years, have the certainty that I have. And a lot of times people say, well, it's because your son got help with chiropractic, right? Well, yes and no, but there's a lot of kids that I see that have nothing to do with some of the same diagnoses as my son had. See, my son never had seizures. And I think that's attributed to chiropractic, but I had to see patients from day one that would come to me and they'd say, my son literally can't sleep because he's seizing too often. Can you help? And I said yes. And I said yes. And at first I had to borrow some of that certainty. But what I want to talk to you about today is from a mindset perspective, from a communication perspective, from a philosophy perspective, how I think we in chiropractic can hold that certainty, can hold that clarity down, so that way we can go to a mom and say, yes, we can help your son. Or daughter. Or daughter. I just have a little boys, so I just think they're all boys. Right, and that's why if I'm squinting at you too, it's literally because my son scratched my eye the other day. I normally don't wear glasses, but my eye was like all bright red because I got scratched somehow, but Nate's feeling it, so I'm good. I'm good with these glasses. So one of the things that I learned, and I can't take credit from this was from a mentor of mine that was from this amazing author of this book, and I don't know if you've heard of him, but his name's Donald Miller.